Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Palestine will be free! And we will free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Within our lifetime! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free Palestine!
There's millions in DC right now. DC is a lot.
Palestine will be free! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Nick, Flame of Liberation.
Yeah, that's right.
What's up, man? Hey,
Streaming right now, actually.
hey, I love your shit, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free
Yeah, I
Palestine!
just saw someone who recognized me. That's pretty cool. Not sure who they are, but apparently they know all the channels, so that's really cool to see.
They definitely go for it.
occupation has got to go.
And I don't know if you can see over here, there's a couple of Zionists, just two or three of them. It's pathetic showing. Right over there. Really small flags. Once these police pass, you'll get a little closer. See over there, just a couple really pathetic showing, just like 2 or 3 Zionists over there compared to this pro-Palestine side. The fact that there's so few Zionists showing up, I think, says a lot. Yeah, there's like 3 Israeli Zionist flags over there. I think the fact that there's so few Zionists showing their faces, I think, indicates that they're really, I mean, their side is losing the hearts and minds of the people. I remember, I mean, there were never huge showings of Zionists at counter protests, but I mean, I've never seen such a pathetic showing of the Zionists, to be honest. Like, literally just 3 of them over there. I think it's because a lot of them, they honestly kind of feel ashamed to come out and support the massacre of, you know, thousands of kids and thousands of other people. And really just the most insane of the insane Zionists, bloodthirsty, that you've seen videos of them. You've probably seen videos of them being interviewed, talking about how they want to kill all Palestinians, how they want to level Gaza. Those are the types of Zionists showing up. Really the craziest of the Zionists. And you look at their crowd compared to this size crowd, it tells you a lot. Nonetheless, even though a lot more people, way more people support Palestine than support the Zionists, all of the elected politicians basically support Zionism. Democrats and Republicans. It has tremendous institutional support, but not much support from the people. And in case you're not exactly sure where we are in Manhattan, you might recognize that right out front of the Empire State Building. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Are they going to start trying to like commodify the Palestinian flag as like they did with the Che Guevara T-shirt? Honestly, I kind of doubt it because I feel like the corporations are so invested in Zionism. I think that would have to be very far off before they start doing that, to be honest, because these corporations, they're very invested in Zionism. Crowd's still going and still going. More and more over at that corner over there. More and more coming around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please like and share so more people can see this. And of course, today is the National Day of Action for Palestine. Of course, for the past few weeks, there's been loads and loads of protests, but today in particular is a massive day, a call for action to call for an end to the Zionist onslaught on the people of Gaza. Day of action to support the people of Palestine. So there's a massive action going on. As huge as this is, there's an even bigger one going on in Washington, D.C. right now. But this is New York City showing. And keep in mind, a lot of people from New York City are actually at D.C. right now. So despite that drain of people, there's still this massive crowd here. I mean, this is still going and still going. We still haven't reached the end of it. Keep that in mind. This is amazing. That's a very good sign. Still going as far as the eye can see back there. And hello to everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining. Please make sure to like and share this out so more and more people can see it. And we have some international flags here. I think this guy has, I would think it's either Poland or Indonesia. I would guess Indonesia. They got Algeria with Palestine there. Algeria has long supported the struggle of the Palestinian people. One of the few governments left in the Arab world, honestly, that is still quite staunchly against Zionism till this day. Yeah, that's right. This is massive, and it's still going and still going. We haven't reached the end yet. And I don't know if you saw earlier, I showed the pen that they set up for the Zionists. 3 Zionists, 3 Israeli flags over there. That's it. That's all the Zionists have. That's all they could muster. It's amazing. You know, despite all their billions and billions of dollars, their media outlets, the U.S. government, all they could muster is literally 3 Zionists compared to this. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, all they could muster was 3 Zionists to do like a counter protest. That's all they could. That's all they had. 3 of them with Israeli flags to counter this massive crowd. How's the connection and the audio, by the way? Last time, at certain points, the audio was very, I guess because of the connection, the audio was pretty bad at certain points. I'm not sure how it is now. The crowd is still coming, but I'm going to move ahead a little because there's some loud music behind me at one of the stores. So I'm going to move ahead. And again, in case you're wondering where we are, that's the Empire State Building right there. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And since the U.S. invasion of Iraq, we've seen what kind of, who in the region supports Palestine anymore. There's a lot of people that talk. They talk a lot. They talk about how they're gonna destroy the Zionist occupation, but then when the time comes, all they have is words. And then there's those who just completely enable and collaborate fully with Zionism. So, no, that's absolutely right. Very good comment there. move forward again.
Free Palestine!
It's good, very good. And that's that sign. It's sort of referencing some of the propaganda that the Zionists have been putting up, and basically taking it and repurposing it. So that's very good. Now around here, there's a Japanese restaurant with an interesting awning I'll show you guys. It may look familiar to you. It's kind of interesting, huh? I'm not sure where we're marching over to, but up that way is Grand Central. Now we're back at the front of the demonstration. I did that with one arm. Pretty good, huh? Climbed up here with one arm only. Other arm holding the camera. How's the audio going? I think sometimes depending on the connection, it could get a little bit, the quality could go down of the audio. How is it right now, guys? All right. Wasn't so hard getting up through one arm, but coming down might be a little tricky. Not too bad. Move forward again. Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, the audio's good. Good to hear.
Palestine deserves a vote.
I think you might recognize this flag over here. That's the flag of Ba'athist Iraq with the 3 stars. That's a Ba'athist over there, Iraqi Ba'athist for sure. No, don't worry. I know the guy. He's 100% Baptist. Don't worry. He 100% supports Saddam. Don't worry about that. I know him. He's a friend of mine. But that's actually the good thing about these demonstrations. Despite whatever political differences, everyone comes together in unity for to demand an end to the Zionist aggression and in support of Palestine. I remember some years back in 2021, one of my friends, a Palestinian guy, he had a portrait of Saddam Hussein and a Palestinian flag. And there was a Pakistani Shia guy who had a sign with Khomeini and Nasrallah and some of their other figures. And they shook hands and they were friendly. And their attitude was they were, despite the political differences, at least they were here together to raise their voice in support of Palestine. So that's very good to see. Yeah, well, I agree on one hand because, I mean, yes, we all need to unite against the current situation. And to the extent that I agree with that, I mean, yeah, anyone who is willing to fight for Palestine is welcome and should unite. But at the same time, we can't forget the history because if we don't know history, then we're going to be deluded to believe certain forces are going to liberate Palestine, which we see isn't the case. It's going to be the Palestinians themselves and the United Arab Forces and potentially any anti-imperialist allies from around the world who want to support them. But we have to know about the history as well to not be deluded to thinking that, say, Iran is some staunch anti-Zionist force when they've worked with Zionism in the past. But if someone supports Iran and they're willing to, stand up for Palestine, that's a good thing and they should be welcome despite whatever past history. Gonna move back to the head again. turning left over here. Yeah.
Are you friends with Kiriakis Kisoglu?
Yes, I am.
I met him at a protest.
Okay, yeah, nice. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I just saw someone else who recognized me. That's funny. This isn't that big of a channel, but it is interesting over time. More and more people that I don't necessarily recognize come up to me and recognize me. Then there's, of course, lots of people that I've known over the years from organizing. But yeah, this is a great turnout today. Have you guys been hearing anything about the situation in Washington, D.C. for the protest there? Yes, that's a very good one. Isn't real instead of Israel. Isn't real. That's good. Yes, indeed. can make it out. People coming out from the windows supporting us. See if I could get this one over here on the corner. Yeah, it's very obvious that many more people support Palestine than support Zionism. Again, despite the fact that the majority of people, way more people, support Palestine than support Zionism, pretty much all the politicians in this country are making disgusting Zionist statements and working to arm the Zionists to kill as many Palestinians as possible. It's absolutely outrageous. Now, what flag do we have here? This is Egypt. Earlier this week, there was a protest at the Egyptian mission to the UN against the Sisi regime for his collaboration and enabling of this genocide that the Zionists are carrying out. Of course, the Egyptian people, by and large, support Palestine, but this corrupt puppet regime in Egypt of Sisi, that's funded by billions of dollars of the US as a bribe, basically, to keep them as a puppet of US imperialism and Zionism, that government enables Zionism to continue. The reason why the US bribes them is because the US fears a return to a leader like Gamal Abdel Nasser, who was one of the greatest Arab leaders who united the Arab world and fought very strongly against Zionism. They don't want that to return. Yeah, you could say that. Did that a couple times with one arm, one hand holding the phone. So it sounds like you were saying you were in the U.S. military participating in the occupation of Iraq. If that's the case, well, it's very good that you are now on the side of anti-imperialism and anti-Zionism, and you realize that it was a mistake and that you're working to wake up more people about the crimes of U.S. imperialism and Zionism. So that's very good. Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's your favorite leader? That's right. Rapid, I'm not sure what you're talking about. You really don't know what you're talking about. Sunnis, Shias, even Kurds, to a large extent, support Saddam Hussein. So no, you're absolutely wrong. The vast majority of Iraqis support Saddam, are totally against the U.S. and totally against Iran. Even the Shias, even in the Shias areas of the south, you've seen massive rallies against Iran, even burning the Iranian embassy. I believe it was the embassy or consulate, whatever. So no, absolutely not. Iraqis, by and large, do support Saddam and hate all the foreign occupiers, whether it be America or Iran. So sorry, but you're way off on that. But how about you guys in the chat? Are there actions going on in your cities? Are there things going on in your areas, your parts of the country, or if you're in other countries, what's going on around you? There are some actions in Canada. I think I've seen some, though. Maybe not in your particular area, but hasn't there been some actions in other parts of Canada that have been pretty significant? That's very cute. A small flag of Lebanon there.
Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free!
So I don't know if you guys saw this. I shared it on FOL Twitter. In Oakland, activists were blocking ships that were carrying armaments to Israel. Now that's amazing work. That's what really needs to be happening. That's like some of the most important work going on in the U.S. that I could think of, to be honest. And because they're actually directly stopping, by doing that, you're actually directly stopping the arms that are being used to kill Palestinians. I remember in 2014 there was some similar work being done to stop ships that were carrying weaponry to Israel. It's amazing work being done. More of it needs to be done. Of course, it's very difficult though. But that's stuff that can directly, immediately make an impact. And there's a history of that. A famous, very famous example of that, not in the US, but in the UK, was I believe during the Russian Civil War. The UK was obviously intervened in that on the side of the reactionaries, and they were sending armaments, they were shipping armaments, and the dock workers in the UK refused to load the ships. So working class action like that can really make a big difference. Just bumped into someone I recognize. So is there anyone watching that's somewhat familiar with New York City, the area, like recognize this area? I mean, obviously this is in Manhattan, but does any of this look familiar to anyone watching? Any guess where we might be headed? Oh, thank you.
Hey guys, no fighting about it. You put up a new one when they pass if you want. No fighting.
That didn't last a chance. That propaganda didn't last a chance, did it? No, that's way downtown, far down that way, very far down that way. Basically on the other end of Manhattan. No, this is kind of near the UN building. The UN building is over in that direction. Over there, I'm like past those buildings over there. I think we may be marching over there. I'm not sure. Thank you too, and thank you for the support and sharing this out and spreading the word. So this is 3rd Avenue we're on right now, and as you can see, the whole avenue is shut down by this protest. It's pretty good. Telling secrets over there, guys. Which one?
They don't get no peace.
Now, some people watching might recognize this building over here. That didn't stand much of a chance, did it? Zionist propaganda. Hopefully the Starbucks workers can unionize And maybe when they unionize, they can also put pressure on the CEO, because it's not obviously the Starbucks workers who are at fault. In fact, they might even support Palestine. It's obviously the Starbucks CEO that's at fault, not the Starbucks workers, obviously. The Starbucks workers are exploited by Starbucks. So hopefully the Starbucks workers will succeed in their unionization drive. And once that happens, they can also organize to put pressure on the company regarding political questions like Starbucks' support for Zionism. See, that's why that's a very concrete example of how the working class struggle is directly linked to the anti-imperialist and anti-Zionist struggle.
We will free Palestine. We did our lifetime. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free
Speaking of seas, this is like a sea of people right here. Absolutely massive crowd. That's a very good sign. Vietnam for Palestine. That's something, I was thinking of actually, a connection between what's going on now in Gaza and Palestine and Vietnam. I've been noticing some of these these prominent neocon commentators talking about, they need to separate the civilian population from the quote-unquote terrorists. This is the exact same strategy that they tried in Vietnam with the strategic hamlets to try and separate the Vietnamese people from the Viet Cong. But of course that failed because the people are against the occupier, whether it be the Vietnamese against the US or the Palestinians against the Zionists. The people support the resistance against the occupier. So it's just sort of interesting how these neocons are dragging up talking points and strategies that have completely failed decades and decades ago during the Vietnam War. These people are complete idiots and totally uncreative. What have you guys been seeing the neocons been saying? I mean, obviously there's the standard line that the neocon idiots say.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
And thank you too. This is an interesting sign over here. I'll bring it closer to it. That's Imran Khan, Pakistan. So this is obviously someone from Pakistan who supports Palestine.
We need this leader.
Yes, that's
Bring
right.
him back.
And the U.S. overthrew him, right? The
Yeah,
CIA?
Biden.
Biden.
Biden is the evil of all scums.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's supporting genocide.
Piece of shit.
Good work.
He started it. This was part of the plan. This always was a plan.
Yeah.
Evil scums.
Yeah. Well, keep up the good work.
Okay.
Yep, we're going to the UN, it looks like. Around that corner up ahead. To the left is the United Nations building. maybe we're not actually. I don't know. Because this over here on the left is the turn, usually where it's the UN down that way. And at that plaza over there is usually where demonstrations gather. Maybe we're going to go further and loop around ahead and come back on that avenue over there. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to get up ahead over there because that's uphill. Should get a good view from up there. And again, this massive crowd, it's pretty amazing considering today there's actually a big drain on the amount of people, pro-Palestine people in the city, because there's the national demonstration going on in Washington, D.C. now. But despite that, there's still this huge, massive presence of pro-Palestine people in New York City. Have you guys been hearing anything about what's been going on in D.C. with that protest? looks like you can't make it out, but that guy is actually a Turkish diplomat, I believe. He's got a pin with a Turkish flag. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe he just has it. I don't know. He looks like he's a diplomat. And this is the right area. It's by the UN where all the buildings are. The Turkish building is nearby here. Yeah, Erdogan, he's been saying a lot and putting on demonstrations and stuff in Turkey, which is good, but got to keep in mind Erdogan has long done this for decades. You know, if you've been paying attention to this for a while now, Erdogan, every time there's a flare-up, a particular flare-up of the situation in Palestine, he'll talk a good game, but then in reality, as far as Turkey's actual policies, Turkey is a key enabler of Israel. They're a very important military partner with Israel. They're a very important trading partner with Israel. And they are a very important, they transfer fuel, I believe gas or oil, not sure which, but they transfer fuel to Israel as well. So despite Erdogan's words, his government is actually collaborates a lot with Israel, but we'll see. Hey. Oh, well, as far as DC, that's where really the biggest protest of today is going on. That's where there's protests here in New York, obviously, that I'm at, but DC is where there's a national call for people to gather in DC. And I don't know, I was busy earlier before I came to this, so I wasn't really able to follow it, but I'm certain that there's thousands, tens of thousands, 100,000. I don't know, honestly. It could be an insane number, but whatever it is, it's a huge number going on in DC. I haven't gotten a chance to look. I was busy earlier than I came down here and started streaming. But no, that's the main action of today is DC, where buses have been going in from all over the country, including New York, which I was referring to a little earlier. A lot of Palestine activists, organizers, pro-Palestine people, members of the Arab community, Palestinian community, Muslim community, have been going down there in buses. So there's actually a lot less pro-Palestine people than would normally be, but despite that, there's still this massive crowd, despite there being a drain on so many people going to DC from New York. So pretty amazing. recognize what flag that is. You should all recognize what flag that is over there. Might not be able to make it out, but you could definitely tell the color scheme. It's a Pan-Arab flag. That is the flag of Egypt. That is the permanent mission of Egypt to the United Nations. And looks like the crowd is moving again. The police have set up a barricade over here. So I think we're turning left over here. Yeah. And I think up ahead, there's going to be some choice words for the Sisi government. And then when the crowd gets here, because again, the government of Egypt is bribed by the U.S. to the tune of billions of dollars to collaborate with Zionism and not oppose Zionism, and that's what the Sisi regime is doing. This is, as I said, the Egyptian mission. Can you guys hear what the crowd is saying? That's right.
And we will call out every entity, every government, every institution, every university, who doesn't support complete and total liberation from all Palestinians of every single inch of Palestinian land, from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. We will free Palestine within our lifetime. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not that anymore. It's kind of funny that it still says that, but no, it's the Egyptian permanent mission to the UN. And the UN, by the way, is right around that corner over there, which is where we're headed right now.
The occupation has got to go.
And this is the permanent mission of the state of Kuwait to the United Nations. Now, of course, Kuwait is a province of Iraq. There's a lot of missions around here. I think the South Korean mission is right over here, actually, on this block. Or maybe that's another block. Yeah, that might be another block. But around here is where all of the missions of the various countries are.
New York City loves Palestine.
And for those of you not in New York, Eric Adams is the mayor of New York City, who is a ridiculous Zionist and I don't know how I phrase this. pro-police, Blue Lives Matter type. Just a complete establishment shill, if there ever was one. And of course, he's an extreme Zionist as well, Eric Adams.
We don't want Zionist mayors. We won't make it. We don't want Zionist mayors. We will make it. We don't want Zionist mayors. We will make it. We don't want
On the sidewalk.
That's the UN down there. It's the flag of Morocco over there. That's a very good sign. Step down, Genocide Joe. And that's the flag of Colombia and the flag of Palestine together. Beautiful sunset as well. And you'll probably recognize this worthless building over here, an absolute waste of glass and concrete. Worthless building called the United Nations that has never done anything of value for anyone. Again, that's the United Nations building, if you don't recognize it. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, I got a bunch for you. Yep. Wow. I'm standing here at this corner right here. I'm standing here at this corner right here, and on this light post right here, look at this flyer. Not to distract too much, but what a stupid flyer. Expel Cuba from the human rights. This is some right-wing anti-communist Cubans posted this probably back in 2021 when all that stuff was going on. But people scratched it off for the most part. Anyway, around here there's a lot of that sort of thing. That's right. When has this building ever done anything of value, honestly? What war has this building ever stopped? The United Nations, I'm referring to.
Tyrant bitch. 5950 tyrant bitch. 5950 tyrant bitch. 5950 tyrant bitch.
Yelling at the police over here.
Run. 5950 tyrant bitch. Don't leave your post. 5950. 5950. Don't leave your post. Don't leave your post.
right, I'm gonna keep moving. Okay. So yeah, that's the UN over there, also known as worthless institution. This is interesting. The expected path would have been to go in there. So this is interesting. This is something different. Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. That's what the UN building was.
And we're going to be as proud as we can in front of the nation. Let the whole world hear us. Gaza! 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 Gaza!
Oh, my bad. Now look, this police is upset that the guy's up there with a flag. Now look, the police are not happy.
We will not forget. 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 You are drenched in blood. Drenched in Palestinian blood. You are useless. The UN is useless. The UN is useless. The UN is useless. They are covered in the blood. Of the Palestinian people. Of the Palestinian people. They are covered in the blood. They are covered in the blood. Of the Arab nation. population,
the NYPD,
and
police
police forces
all over the U.S.
all over the U.S.
train with Israeli police
trained with Israeli police
so that they can suppress
so they can suppress
social movements in the United States.
social movements in the United States.
The drones they use at our protests,
Don't get surveillance
surveillance technology,
technology.
they got that from Israel.
They got that from Israel.
So when you fight against Israel,
So you fight against Israel.
when you fight for Palestine,
When you fight for Palestine,
you fight for your freedom.
you gotta fight for your freedom.
And the freedom of oppressed people
Oppressed people
everywhere,
everywhere,
everywhere.
everywhere.
We must fight
We must fight
with everything we have,
with everything we have,
from wherever we are,
wherever we are,
until Palestine is free.
until Palestine is free.
We support
We support indigenous
and we support
and we support
Palestinian resistance
Palestinians resistance
by any means necessary.
by any means necessary.
That's right.
By any means unnecessary.
By any means necessary.
By any means necessary.
In the words of Malcolm X,
The words of Malcolm X,
who always supported Palestine, just like any freedom-loving person, has always supported Palestine.
always supported Palestine.
We understand
We understand
that Palestinian freedom will only be achieved through Palestinian resistance. And if we support Palestine,
and if we support Palestine,
that means supporting resistance
that means supporting the resistance
by any means necessary.
by any means necessary.
We are part of the resistance.
We are part of the resistance.
There are many aspects
There are many aspects.
to Palestinian resistance.
There are Palestinian
But the
resistance.
key is, you use what you have from where you are
From where you are,
to bring us closer
bring us closer
to freedom.
freedom.
So we are going to send this message.
Send this message.
Not the first time. Not the last time. The United Nations.
United Nations,
The USA.
the USA,
You are on the wrong side of history. You have always been on the wrong side. And you will be remembered in shame. You will be the dustbin of history. And for those of us who are called terrorist supporters and anti-Semites, because we believe that Palestine should be free, history will absolve us. History will absolve us.
History will absolve us.
And the least thing that we can say is that we didn't just watch this happen and do nothing about it.
Do nothing about it.
So I need you to keep coming out.
You're coming out.
I need you to keep coming out.
I need you to keep coming out.
I need y'all to protest.
I need all the
I
protest.
need y'all to raise your voice.
I need all to raise your voice.
Not just at WOL protest, but in your neighborhood.
In your neighborhood.
When we say flood NYC for Palestine, we mean every corner of New York City.
Every corner of New York City.
And we need you to escalate.
And we need you to escalate.
We need you to organize.
We need you to organize.
We need you to mobilize. We need you to educate
We need you to
the
educate
community. Not just until
not just until
the bombs stop,
the bomb stops,
but until the siege is lifted,
until the siege is lifted,
until the blockade ends, until the occupation ends,
until the occupation ends,
and until every inch of Palestine
Palestine. A long story. Yeah. You gotta keep your presence here in New York too. You gotta keep your presence here in New York too. Yeah. Oh, on the flag.
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Please go all the way to the side. No one can be standing in front of the prayer. Once again, please go to the side. Do not stand in front. And make sure that there's space for your brothers and sisters. There's a lot of space in the back, so please make sure to take advantage of it.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استقيموا واستووا, straighten your lines, fill in any gaps. In the third rak'ah of the salah, we're going to be having dua and qunut, so you can say Ameen, inshallah. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ألم تر إلى الذين بدلوا نعمة الله كفرا وأحلوا قومهم دار البوار جهنم يصلونها وبئس القرار وجعلوا لله أندادا ليضلوا عن سبيله قل تمتعوا فإن مصيركم إلى النار. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. العالمين الرحمن الرحيم أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله سبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. اللهم إنا نشهد بأنك أنت الله لا إله إلا أنت الواحد الأحد الفرد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين وصل على محمد في الآخرين وصل على محمد في الملأ الأعلى إلى يوم الدين. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى إلى رحاب المسلمين. اللهم حرر المسجد الأقصى إلى رحاب المسلمين. آمين. اللهم انصر عبادك المستضعفين في فلسطين.
آمين.
اللهم انصر عبادك المستضعفين في غزة.
آمين.
في جنين.
آمين.
وفي القدس.
آمين.
وفي كل مكان يا ذا الجلال والإكرام.
آمين.
برحمتك يا منان.
آمين.
يا بديع السماوات والأرض.
آمين.
اللهم احمي أطفال فلسطين.
آمين.
اللهم احمي أطفالهم.
آمين.
ونساءهم.
آمين.
ورجالهم.
آمين.
يا ذا الجلال والإكرام.
آمين.
اللهم احمي أطفالهم.
آمين.
ونساءهم.
آمين.
ورجالهم يا ذا الجلال والإكرام.
آمين.
اللهم مجري السحاب.
آمين.
قاضي الأحزاب.
آمين.
مالك الأحياء والممات.
آمين.
اللهم انصر عبادك المستضعفين في فلسطين.
آمين.
اللهم هذا الدعاء ومنك الإجابة.
آمين.
وهذا الجهد وعليك التكلى.
آمين.
سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. تكبير. الله أكبر. تكبير. الله أكبر. تكبير. الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. والشاهد حبيب الله. والشاهد حبيب الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. والشاهد حبيب الله. والشاهد حبيب الله.
Okay, I think that's it for today. Stay tuned for the next one. I got some more stuff coming out soon.
Watch on the path when you go. Thank you.
All of us are.